Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of this Let's Try Stranded Alien Dawn. I had no idea this even existed before this morning. I woke up and I knew it was going to be recording, so I opened up Steam, started to try and think of what I needed to record and start planning, and Steam was like, hey, psst, there's this new game released yesterday. We really think you like it. So I took a quick look. It's a city builder. I really like city builders. It was comparing it to a couple of other games I really like. See, the reviews so far were really positive. See like two screenshots. I remember seeing like a red roof and tile type thing that reminded me of like Roman roof and tile type thing. And another picture of someone like laying down some buildings or something, and I was like, you know what, this really looks up my alley. Before I find anything else out, let's give it a try, and it'd be perfect to bring to the channel in a Let's Try. So that's what we're jumping in and we're doing. This looks quite interesting. I've seen what I've seen so far from the background here, but user basically know as much about this game as I do at this point now, so probably more if you actually know about it. So let's give it a try. Let's see if it's actually good. It seems right up my alley. Should we do the tutorial? For considering the amount I know, we probably should do the tutorial. I've done a lot of city builder type games, so I probably would pick up really fast, but yeah, we'll do it as a new player experience. We're doing a try, let's try. So the new player experience is kind of important in trying a game, so yeah, the tutorial. Tutorials. Welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn. In the first tutorial, you'll learn how to interact with the unknown environment and set up a simple camp. You'll take your first steps into research and crafting as well. Ready to take control over the fate of your survivors and guide them to salvation? Let's get started mastering camera controls. WASD to move the cameras. Sun just collided in there. Collecting resources. You can interact with objects in the world by selecting them and using actions on the right of the info panel. You can also hover over an object and menu will currently available access for it. After you issue actions, survivors will pick up the activity to. So it's kind of like, so far this seems a lot like RimWorld, but with 3D graphics and stuff. Right. So if we right click on, no, this one there, and we just salvage our little escape pod. And this Connor has gone over to salvage it. Get to work, Connor. Right. It wants us to cut these. And it wants us to cut a tree. It wants us to cut the little tree. Am I clicked on the little tree? There we go. Now they've all got a job. Pause the game. Use the HUD at the top. Spacebar often pauses. Spacebar does often pause. Or the space key. It even tells me there in the HUD. Plus speed, time to decrease. Plus. I prefer it when it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Not actually that familiar with the plus and minus keys. I had to take a look at the thing for a second. Collect 5 wood. Well, we've got someone cutting down a tree, so that shouldn't take too long to collect 5 wood. Why are you doing bugger all? What are you? Did I tell you people have different skills? Health. Gloomy personality. Oh, equipment. Melee weapons, ranged. Oh, so he's interested in construction. This is a lot like RimWorld. This is an awful lot like RimWorld. I really like the sound of this. And we did our RimWorld on the channel as well. Resource bar. Oh, so we got our resources at the top. Building a basic camp where your survivors can sleep and work in relative protection from the elements is essential for their survival and well-being. Use the already collected resources to construct a shelter, some simple sleeping spots, and a campfire to provide light during the dark hours and heat up the warm survivors if it gets cold. Take note in construction, blah 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 blah. Right. we can start building stuff. So we can see there's lots of buildings and stuff in here. Armchairs, pole. R&T. Let's stick it. You know what? There's a nice bit opening there. Let's pop it there. So yeah, this game starts off, looks like you're building like just little tiny huts, kind of hang out of scrap and metal and that kind of thing. Then eventually you're going to have this huge settlement, probably covering like all of this area here, with actual buildings, roof and tiles and that kind of stuff. So it wanted me to build a campfire too, which we're going to need some sort of stone for. Interesting of rock. Observe. We can't do anything to that at the moment. How do we get rock? Oh, over here. Mine. Currently unmineable. Okay. I realised at the beginning as well, we forgot to do, for anyone that is new to the Let's Try, these are sort of mini potential series. I normally do 2 or 3 episodes, and then once we've done those 2 or 3 episodes, we decide whether we're going to make it into a full, proper part kind of thing, like a full, proper series, is what I was trying to say, but I got distracted. So if you are interested in this, definitely let me know, we'll continue it. If you are not, we'll probably do the 2 or 3 parts just as an interesting, oh, let's take a look at this, and then move on. But I think I'm definitely going to be playing this in my own time. Scrap metal. Too far? Too far from... Oh, you got to build it pretty close. Okay, we'll pop it just there. I don't want to be right in there, and that person will be getting burnt feet, and the fire might jump over. See, I really like how you start off really small, and then the screenshot I've seen like, literally is a big, huge settlement with walls and farms, and looked like it could probably house about 40, 50 people. So I wonder, since everyone's got names, I wonder how it's going to handle it when you've got lots and lots of people. I don't know what that's changing. Storing resources. Keeping your resources close to the camp will speed up the future constructions, productions. Simple storage pile. Right. Stockpiles are only ones that store large chunks of materials such as wood and stone, but for now you'll need to use all your possessions, big or small, to protect resources from the environment. Place a stockpile under a roof, in this case a shelter. So I take it that actually has a roof, it's just for us, it's not showing it. Is there a... There we go, there's a button there you can click, show it or don't show it. Right, so if we go to camp, we build a shelter again, a scrap metal shelter. Which side is that? Which side is the wall? There we go, that. So it'd be like that if I wanted to pop it like that. Yeah, so this is a sleeping. Maybe I'll do it at the back of it. That'd be kind of, yeah, that'd be kind of smart to do it like that. Makes it almost like a little house, and the back can be storage, and the front can be where they sleep. Yeah. Oh, we could also have just copied it. Now it tells me. Right, storage. I've got to wait until they've built this, I take it. Oh, it actually wanted me to use the copy build it button. There we go. I've already done it. Done it. Wait. I just want to slow things down for a second. Is it a walls button? Have I just turned it into one? Is that actually... Can they walk through that? Or is it just for me getting rid of it? Or have I just doubled... Is he... I can't tell if he's walking through that or not, but oh well, let's do storage. Can I do 6? Place 2 stockpiles under one side. There we go. 2 stockpiles there. Oh no, they're building from this. So yeah, they've literally just conjoined those two to make one bigger. Okay, that looks different than I expected. I thought there was still going to be a wall there, but that's interesting to know how we've built them together. So if I built another one here, I'm almost tempted to test that. Place 2 stockpiles opposite of the first. Secure resources on the stockpile. I'm also really tempted. Ah, wait a minute. Look, that gets rid of that wall, so it makes it bigger. So if I go like that, can I come round? So if I go like that, that'll get rid of that wall, so it makes it like a bigger building. Oh, that's interesting. You could make some different big buildings here. Albeit familiar looking, pretty much everything on this planet is new to your survivors. In order to use the local plants or start some farming yourself, you'll first have to observe to find out exactly what they are. Another way of unlocking new things is through good old-fashioned research carried out on a research desk. Start preparing the unknown threats on this planet by gaining more knowledge about it. Right, so find an item in the nearby photo. What are these? Bright leaf plant. Go observe what they are. Are these the mushrooms? Tube plants. Go observe what they are. Oh wait, oh, these are the mushroom things here, I think. Yay, mushrooms. Observe. Right, so it's there observing them to see what the hell they are. Let's build our science research desk. Should I build it inside? Outside? Feels like it should be inside. So that's our beds and storage here. If we... just extend it here like so. Someone can have a little research desk there. And can I give them a little chair? I want to give them a chair. We should probably observe... No, we can't just mine yet. Currently mine. I was going to say, do we have to even observe the rocks? Currently unavailable. Planning not used by survivors. Emergency rations. So we've still got 130 scrap metal. Sleep and rest. The survivors are only human and get tired in the course of the day. Their default work hours are they'll start for meal, relaxation, and go to bed to spend the night. For the purpose of survivors will generate their rest faster than usual, but in normal conditions, you'll use the night as downtime to plan your next day and prepare more activities. Okay. It seems pretty simple. It seems a lot like RimWorld. This is basically just like a 3D RimWorld. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this game. Taking a walk, so they're relaxing. What are these weird plants here? We need to find something we can farm. That'd be great. And I see like a steam. Is that steam coming from like a vent underneath them or the plants itself? It looks like it's coming from the plants itself. I'd actually be quite worried about that because that might be a pollen spore type thing coming off them. That could be poisonous. Did it just say A on foot? A on foot? See if it says A on foot. Oh wait, on foot is in they're standing up. I was like, A on. They put their dinner on their foot and then there's like. That would be, yeah. I'm sitting cross-legged in case you're wondering how the hell that was so easy for me. Sitting cross-legged on my chair, it's like. It's not just a random rubber foot or anything I've got here as my actual foot, which I probably shouldn't show because some people are weird and have weird fetishes, but oh well, I doubt that person knows about this video, but they probably do now because someone shared it to them. What have I done? I've made mistakes. Right, weaponsmithing. Synthetic armors. This is looking a lot like RimWorld, but instead of it being a tree, you can just sort of research what you want. Laser pike. Railgun snipers. Flamethrowers, metal refinement, oil extraction, first aid kits, fuel mixing, breakthroughs. Well, this seems to be the only one that's letting me research, so we'll go for weaponsmithing. So that's research technologies, and this is complete the observation, complete the research. So Did we observe the mushrooms yet? Nope, they're going to do that now. So they've got to spend a while, and it's like a bar. So it's like a research kind of in a way as well. They've got to spend enough time observing it to work out how to use it. Like, is it safe to pet? Did it make them feel sick in the case of this poor Connor? I wouldn't be surprised if Connor gets some sort of illness or something. Let's just speed things up. Looks like it takes longer to observe than it does to research too. This also looks like it's a lot like RimWorld. It's going to be like a slow burn. You know what I mean? It's not being like you're going to go from like 3 settlers to having 50 overnight kind of thing. Looks like it's going to be one of those things where you slowly chip away. Glitter cap. So let's say just take a look. Discovery, glitter cap. That's what those mushrooms were. I've never seen mushrooms like these before, so I gave them the original name, glitter caps. They are quite poisonous, but they lose most of their toxicity, yay, when they mature and start glowing. I think that they will make a decent substitute for vegetables if gathered and cooked when fully matured. However, they are still slightly poisonous if consumed raw. Most importantly, they seem to have some medicinal properties and could be ground to make simple healing balm. Unlocks: harvesting of glitter caps, planting of glitter caps, crafting of healing balm at a workbench, and construction of shroom torches. So that's quite good. Yeah, that literally is like getting a technology. So that's quite good. We can't build that yet. So we can't harvest those ones, but we could harvest the full ones, and it'd give us 5 glitter crap. Glitter craps! I can't even say it. Glitter craps. Yep. If your leavings are glittery, I would recommend you see a doctor. Yes, let's speed things up once again. I'm guessing this is going to give us some kind of cotton. That looks like it could be like a type of cotton or something. We could maybe farm them to get like fabrics and stuff like that. Probably need some cotton to get the medipacks that I've seen in the research as well. Probably a combination of that balm, this, and maybe something else to make the medical packs. Really wonder what these are going to be. This looks like sort of like a cross between a plant and gem. Cloves blossom! Oh! Looks like I was very light. Right. This plant blooms in beautifully big flowers, which go through a remarkable metamorphosis, forming fibrous white balls. I believe that they're very similar to cotton and could be used for the production of cloth. So, cloth blossoms seems like a fitting name. Unlocks the harvesting of cloth and planting cloth bottoms. Cloth bottom. Oh, for goodness sake! First it was glitter craps, and now it's cloth bottoms. I'm not doing this on purpose, honest. Eating off his foot again. It took me a while to realise it's because they're standing up, and it's giving them a debuff because no one likes to eat standing up. They like to sit down and eat. I wonder what these are going to be. These ones, the mushrooms, is normally food source. This was pretty obvious when you zoomed in on it. There's going to be some kind of cotton. These over here? What on earth could this give us? Unless it's like a stronger poison that we could maybe coat on weapons or something. And these things over here, this looks like a plant that's growing gems. I have no idea what this is going to be. Actually, now that I look at it, it looks like it's like a ball, not gems. Now that I'm looking at it closer, no idea what they're going to be either. I'm glad this is nearly done. I'm actually quite interested. Oh, I'm going to eat. Right, he's going back to finish what he was doing. Yeah, I spent too long observing and not enough time doing other stuff. Because I was just spamming it, because that was the new thing it told me to do. Yeah, observing the plants. Hey, what we got? Skin bark. From a distance, this twisted shape of big purple plant resembles alien fossilized trees. Upon analysing it further, I found that the bark was tough and felt almost like skin. So it's like giving you like a leather. I think that skin bark will be a fitting name for it. It should be possible to process it into a leather-like material. Okay, yeah. Harvesting skin bark. Planting skin bark. Crafting of veggie leather on a workbench. Huh. Okay, quite interesting. And the spores it seems to be giving off must be quite harmless, unless we find out later on that it is not. Right, so let them do their sleep-in, let them finish their research and to observe that. Disturbed sleep. Oh, he's going back to observe more. How long till you're done? Hey, that's another one done. New discovery. The strange plant may be a rare thing native to this world. I named it Heptagonia because of its distinctive shape. It produces sweet syrup which can be harvested and used for cooking. I would say no to drinking it raw. I wouldn't say no to drinking it raw either. It seems to be safe. Harvesting a sweet. Oh, I would not have guessed that it was going to be given as a syrup. Like a maple syrup type thing. It does look a bit too rocky, but yeah, okay. It's a little bit surprising. Now I just need to wait for the research to finish, and then we've finished this task. Nearly done. Nearly there. What's the game going to want us to do next? Research weapons. Crafting. It's time to get crafting going and create new items. Build a workbench and get familiar with adding and managing production tasks. Note that some tasks may fail if it's done by survivors with low skills. You can set multiple tasks on the same device and in order priority to set production limits. Allow. Okay. Right. Let's hit play then. Harvest. So we've got harvest order. So we just harvest order on them. Harvest at least. Have at least 10 wood. Let's harvest some orders. Harvest some wood, right? Oh wait, that'll be cut. Right, we'll just go cut it. Observe. You can observe the trees? Right. I don't know, there may be another use for them that we don't know about. Let's do that just in case. We can't mine yet. Build a workbench and another. Right. Close to the shelters. I'm going to build it in the shelters. Because... And eventually, once we start building them houses and stuff, we can just sort of change this into a giant sort of storage area or something. We'll be able to use this sort of as a big tent. Maybe even like a farm house. If the game jumps straight into... Because I know a lot of games just kick you out once the tutorial's done. And you have to start a new level. I would be surprised if that happens, but I know a lot of games just sort of let you continue. So we'll see, I don't know what this one will be like. I don't know at this point. Right. We'll set that to salvage too. The workbench is built. All done. Right, select the workbench and add healing balm to the task. Healing balm. 10 units. 10 times, yep. Got until and forever. Requires 1 crafting skill. See, I like that. Oh, wait, you get 2 each time? Oh, well, we'll double what we need. I think I got a bit more mushrooms than we needed 2. Right, let's speed things up. He's a crafting. Now he's going to scavenge. 8 on foot. I'd love to build you a little couple of chairs and table, little dining area. So it's got fuel, mirror, move, copy, deconstruct, quick recipe. I was going to say, I wonder if you could cook there. This fragile looking broadleaf tree could be cut down for some wood. It may be useful to grow it to gather some of its nuts. But I didn't see any nut production from it, kind of thing, so. Still just got cut. It doesn't have, yeah, another option. Maybe it's, yeah, nope, the bigger ones don't have. Now to go quickly during spring and summer and survive a harsh winter. What is that? Oh my word, look at the size of this map. I had no idea it was this big. Oh my word, it is really big, this map. What the? I do not look like this. Oh, what is that? That looks rather scary. Do not want to go near that thing. Maybe we don't want to explore too far from our landing point after all. I was thinking, oh, it could have been cool just to make them move off somewhere deep into the wilderness and start building there instead of here, but then it would just take a while to get there. It's taking a while for them to make all these healing balms. I thought I gathered all the mushrooms when they had. Oh, they just left them in a pile over here. It would have been nice of them to move them to the storage. Maybe we should build like another. Can we get? No, it's not going to work there. Another storage there. And another storage there. There we go. Get crafting. Found a gun? We got a pulse rifle? Who has the best combat skills? Can I get him to equip it? Interested in combat. This guy's interested in combat, so where's that pulse rifle? Let's yeah, you get that pulse rifle. There we go. He's got himself a gun. Why is no one doing anything? Has they finished the... Not enough resources. We need more of those glitter mushrooms. What is that? Observe that. Interesting rock. I'm guessing that's going to be iron on it. But where are those mushrooms? We need more. We need more mushrooms. I thought we harvested plenty of them. Mushrooms, there's gotta be more of you somewhere. Hello, hello, this looks like the mushrooms. Right, let's say orders. Harvest. None of these 100% apart from these really big ones. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. I don't want my people wandering too far. I don't want them wandering much further up here because there's somewhere up there I think that big nest was. Oh, it looks like there's some mushrooms here too. Orders. Harvest. Harvest what is can! Speed up. Leisure. Shroom torch. Dartboard. Punching pole. Shooting target. So it looks like as you get more technology. Let's actually take a look at research. So it won't let me. Nah, it's not letting me research anything else now. Concrete rooms, brick rooms, construction basics, spaceship deconstruction, lightning rods, tailoring, leather armor, solar panels. This looks a lot like RimWorld. Like you slowly start off with basically no technology, and yeah, work your way up. Right, now we just need to wait for them to hurry up and get these. Speed things up. Oh, I have sped things up. Oh, he's gathering the mushrooms. He's a gathering the mushrooms. Oh yeah, he's a making the stuff. Now he's going to sleep. Yeah, I should not have started researching these things because it's slowing me down. But I'm kind of interested. That's obviously just going to be iron, an iron rock. Oh, maybe not actually, now that I've zoomed in on it. He's a crafting, that's good. Interesting rock, I'm interested to see what this is. Oh, come on, I hate it when they do that. Oh, someone's going back, someone's going back. This rock reminds me, holds some metal ore which could be mined and smelted into alloys. Mined ore from the deposits. Yay. But we can't mine yet, currently unavailable. Hey, grain grass. The grain grass is not as dense and tall as wheat, but its seeds are obviously edible on closer inspection. I'll call them grain grass. It could prove quite useful in cooking, as well as in the production of oil and even antibiotics. With the right fermentation, harvest grain, planting of grain. Yay! We probably found everything we need to build like a little farm now then. We've got 10 raw foods, we've got 44 emergency rations from our shuttle still. Well, that's got to be at least the 5th time he's done this. This should be... Still not got? We've got 10, that means we've done it 5 times. We've got 10 healing bams, it says right there. We've got 10 healing bams. When the stop was 10, reduction. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the... healing bams. Until... Let's change it until there's 10. And we're going to get rid of this first one. There we go. Right, now, craft weapons. Craft crude bow. Allowed cloth, allowed synthetic. Forbid the use of synthetic textiles. It's just cloth. Okay. Put that below the short bow, so now they'll make the short bow next. Good job in completing the first tutorial. You may now have set up a basic camp, can't research and all of this. However, this is just the beginning. If you're ready for the next step, you can jump into the heat of battle with the combat and healing tutorial. That sounds much scarier. That sounds much scarier, because one of the things I was literally just thinking a couple of minutes ago was one thing this game really seems to be lacking compared to RimWorld is the events. And the events and shenanigans that happen are really what makes RimWorld. And I was just saying, it's one of the things that I think that we're really missing here so far. Is the stuff like, oh, these two people are getting married. Oh, you're under attack by other settlement or raiders. Or these people just happen to randomly be wandering through this area. Would you like to trade with them? Just random in storytelling. I think that's what really, really makes RimWorld. It's like a nice little settlement builder, that kind of thing. But it's what really makes it. I was thinking that's what really lacking here. But we've not even discovered most of what this game is, and the fact that this is a tutorial, it could even be stopping that sort of stuff from happening. So we really need to really see what is deeper in. It's got the same bases as RimWorld, but looks like it's going to be different in other areas. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll go do the combat next and see if it's different. But yes, we'll make this part 1. I hope you have all enjoyed it. I found it interesting. This game definitely seems like it has a lot of potential for me to sink a lot of hours into it on my own at the very least. I don't know what you guys are going to feel about it, or if you are going to like it, hate it, or want it to continue or not continue. Definitely let me know your thoughts and feelings on that. But yes, I shall see you all for part 2. There's going to be at least 2 parts, maybe 3, depending on how it goes, and then we'll make the decision whether to do a full series or can stop it. Hope you all enjoyed it. See you all next time. Bye. Right, well, hello everyone and welcome back to the second, potentially last part of this Let's Try. Potentially start of a new series. Yes, on to the second tutorial. I'm really hoping we get all the tutorials finished, at least for this Let's Try, and then we can jump into a full-flowing campaign, if that's what people desire. Because I feel like the full game's going to be a lot more interesting than this, with stuff going off, like coming under attack by that big insects, getting more research, being able to do what I want instead of only being able to do exactly what the tutorial wants, kind of thing. Right, but anyway, bad news. A survivor, Maki, has gotten sick, but you haven't got the right medicine to treat her. So she's just lying in bed, hoping for the treatment that might never come. To top it off, a group of hostile-looking insects have been circling the camp for a while. An attack is imminent. Let's deal with the combat situation first. Check the skills of the survivors to find the best one for the job, then equip them with a weapon. Right, so, pause. Combat 0. Combat indifferent, but this person's sick. Connor, combat 6 and interested. Brilliant. Now let's go to the infantry tab. It looks like I've only got melee weapons, so go get your spear, Connor. Can I not? What happened to my pulse rifle from the last part? Worst thing about. Argued with Racket about the crash cause. Oh, so the cause of the crash. They argued about it. Right. Aggressive animals. Oh! It's just those beetles! Those beetles don't look so bad, but it looks like they're eating all of whatever this is. The tube plants again. What was in the tube plant? Oh, the maple syrup! It had all the maple syrup. Yeah, I thought it was going to be the big scorpion-looking thing I had to fight off, and I was like, I've got a spear. I do not like his odds with the spear, but if it's just these giant dung beetle-looking things, get rid of them with a spear, probably. Now that Connor is combat ready, it's up to you to lead him in battle. You'll be taking direct control over him through the draft action, which allows you to tell him where to go and where to attack. Okay. Keep in mind that survivors that are not drafted will flee from danger, even if they are equipped with weapons. Drafted survivors, on the other hand, won't do anything unless you instruct them to. Most common actions are not available when drafted. Right. Draft. There we go. Draft. Let's go! It's real-time strategy game time. Order him to attack. Charge! I wonder if I'll get like food or anything from these guys. I would not fancy his odds against like 10 of them. Though he does seem to have a lot of health and they do next to no damage. Oh, they're just running away. I think they're running away. Chase them down? Apparently I have to chase them down. Not currently observable. Get him! Stick them with a spear! When the danger's out of the way, it's time to turn your attention to healing the sick injured. For the purpose of the tutorial, your fighter Connor sustained more damage than he would normally have, causing him to lose consciousness. From the pain and faint, he will be rescued by another survivor and brought to bed for treatment. While Connor is being rescued, let's inspect his wounds to get more information about the effects and treatment. Then get the sick Maki up from bed to do the actual treatment, as she has the highest healing skill. So, health. We can see bitten off flesh on that leg. Superficial bite and bitten off flesh. So he's got chunks of his legs missing as well as several bites. And a painful injury in his right arm. His pain is extreme. This is a lot like wait for treatment. Why is this person not rescuing him? But anyway. Manipulation. Movements is 76%. Consciousness is 0. Extreme 3. Health per hour loss. Right arm painful face. Treatment does not require medicines. Treatment does not require medicines. Bitten off flesh requires bandage. So he's going to need bandage and then just treatment. So he just needs to be treated and thingy. Let it play. Why is Raki not... Why? Can I not just... Nice. Apparently not available. Alright, okay. Select back in, use wait for treatment action. Ah! Turned the wait for treatment off. There we go. Now that you have instructed Maki to not wait for treatment, she'll get up from her bed and take on activities as usual. While she is getting the needed medicines and treating the injured Connor, let's try to find a way to heal her too. You only have healing balm and bandages, which work for injuries but can't do anything about illness. It would take time to research and produce new medicines, so you have to hope to find some first aid kits, which contain everything needed to treat almost every health condition. It's time to do some salvaging. Salvage! So Maki is going to go rescue Connor. Acquire 10 first aid kits. Wait until Connor's completely healed. You, find some first aid kits in the escape pods. Unknown animal species. Species aggressive. Death specimen must be procured, observed, and studied. I really guess we're probably going to get chitin from these, and I'm guessing we're going to get meat from these. Meat and chitin. Yeah, you get Connor to safety. Pity he didn't have his pulse rifle. I'd absolutely pwned them with the pulse rifle. Probably could have killed like 4 of them before they got into close combat with the spear. Oh, I just realised they built this base differently than I built mine. Can I... Where's the roof button? Yeah, I don't like that. I was wondering, they'll check that. Has it done it so that... Yeah, I don't like how it's done that. How that's still... Development team, if you're watching, that'd be one of the first things I change. How this auto does it. I'd change it if you can so that this still has a bit of metal there. Okay, just this little lip bit there, even, if possible. I'm probably going to be... If I was doing it like that, I'd probably have this bit turned around so that the two have got this sort of point together. Then if I was doing another one beside it, I'd have the two smaller bits beside each other and so on and so on. It's getting treated now. Just grabbing the bandages they need. I like the settlement they built a lot better than mine. The one big building approach I did. That's normally what I do in RimWorld as well. For my initial, I'll do like one big building with bedrooms and lots of other stuff and then like storage off it. Then I'll normally expand from there. That's how I normally do it. But I must admit, in the long run, the lots of different buildings look so much cooler. Look so much cooler than having this sort of one big communal building. I just realised I've left my cup somewhere. Like between the parts, I went off and got myself a drink, and I've left it somewhere and didn't bring it in. Oh well, I'll get it afterwards. So we can see his injuries. The bites have been treated. That's good. Oh, there's a foot injury here. Bite. It's an official bite. So slowly getting there. The bleeding is now at 0 an hour, so we should be able to start healing, I think. Hey, we've got the first aid kits we need. Then we should be able to tell you. We've got pneumonia. I think I pronounced it right for once there at the end. Speed things up. Slowly healing all these injuries. Right. You need to go back to wait for treatment. We can heal you now. If Connor is still recovering, you can select him over and give direct order. Pneumonia is now suppressed. Ranged weapons. Now that everyone is healed, let's take a look at an interesting find from the scavenging. A couple of laser pistols. The spear front is a melee weapon, and the fighter is bound to get some injuries as a result of close combat. A ranged weapon, on the other hand, allows you to keep survivors in distance and avoid injuries more easily. Survivors can equip both melee and ranged weapons, and switch between the two depending on the distance to their target. Equip the newly found laser pistol and give them a spin against more of the overgrown inspects. Right. So you were the best at combat. Connor and Raka. Grace Farrell's right. Boom. Boom. Wait, what did I... Why are they not going to get the pistols? Oh, paused. Derp. Derp, 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 derp. 10 aggressive animals. Right, as soon as we've got the pistols. Draft. Draft. Where are they? Where are the aggressive animals? They're down there, right. Is that the range? I think that's the range. Order to kill the overgrown animals. Yeah, they're going to move to there, so this green circle must be the range. Then they're going to start taking their pot shots. Did they auto-engage? Looks like they do auto-engage. Good, good. You're going to run away. Run away! Kite them! Kite! Oh, what is this cover? Looks like there is a cover type mechanic. No! Keep kiting them! Keep kiting them! Come on, engage Connor, he's got a melee weapon. Oh well. Come on! Undraft. There we go! Wait a minute, there's two more. There's two more we've missed. Where are they? Attack it. Speed up. Boom, missed, too dark. Oh, that's not good. Did they kill it? They did kill it. Right, Connor, you should definitely be to the front. We'll kill that last one. Too dark, too dark. Definitely want to fight in the day, it looks like. Got it. Undraft.